Good evening, good
Hello,
evening, everybody
hello.
out there. Now, welcome to Poetry's Paradise, episode 7. Here I have author and poet Faith Brown in the building tonight. What's up, Faith? How you
Hey,
doing, girl?
I'm blessed. I can't complain.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Looking good out here, feeling good, huh?
Y'all
You got
trying.
that energy going with you, that glow. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I just had a
Yeah.
birthday a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, shucks. You know what I'm saying? Don't be telling your birthday out there unless
Nah.
you want to.
Well, I'm proud I'm 47. I'm proud of
That's peace. That's
it.
peace. Word. Well, let's get this here started. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Why don't you let everybody know who you are, where you from, and everything like that, and then we can get busy with the whole, thing.
Okay. Well, for those who don't know, my name is Faith Brown. I am now a published author
All
of
right.
Poetic Emotions. Hey. I've been writing poetry since I was 7. I also have a podcast called He Said She Said, and I got a boutique. I got a lot of stuff going on, but we're gonna focus on the book.
Yeah, let's go there on that. So check it. My number one question is, how did it all get started for you as a poet?
Oh, poetry. Oh, I've been writing since 7. Actually, it really started because my older cousin Lenny, he used to, back in the day, used to battle rap. So he used to have us, me, my siblings, cousins, and I always won. He'd have us battle rap, like literally in the living room and battle rap. So I really started off trying to write songs, and it just became poetry. Yeah,
That's what's up. That's what's up. Ain't nothing like that old battle rap. Temp
yeah.
battle cat out there. You know what I mean? But that's dope though. You know what I'm saying? But was there any particular way or style of writing you had, like when you first started to where you at right now?
I think it's the same as because I don't write like other poets. I see that as a big difference.
Well,
I think it's more.
give us the definition of that. What you mean by that?
I think I'm more raw. Some people write with like deep words and things like that.
Mhm.
I really just write how I talk. So it just come out like So that's the only thing I think is different. But um, I say, far as my writing, from then to now, I used to be afraid to write like really like people read certain things. 'Cause I feel like I was exposing myself,
Yeah.
um, or if I was writing about somebody else's situation, I was afraid they'd think it was me. So I had to overcome that. Now I'm just raw with it. I just keep it real and I let it all hang out.
So in other words, you more like a Millie Jackson of poetry.
Yeah, I just give it to you
Ain't
raw.
nothing wrong with that one.
Yeah, I give it to you raw as possible.
All right, that's what I'm saying. Millie Jackson of poetry. Faith Brown. Hey, that's what's up though. Is it any particular like genre you like jumping into? Like conscious pieces, uh, you know, things of morale, spiritual, erotic, exotic, like, you know,
Everything. See, that's the thing. I'm
everything.
so
You
versatile.
like dipping into things, huh?
Yep, exactly. Like for you just to say that inside my book, there is grief poetry, love, heartbreak, erotic poems, um, love, peace, um, empowerment. You know what I'm saying? So it's a different. I write about every and anything. Everything that about life is in the book. It's a
Yeah.
poem for you.
Okay, that's what's up. Do you have a particular like writing process? I mean, just so others out there
Um,
know, like different people how they have styles or what it takes to start incorporating your thoughts onto paper.
um, Sometimes it just click. Like I don't know why, but like if I'm in the shower,
Yeah.
this stuff hit my head. So then I hold on to it. I repeat it and repeat it in my head to hold it so I don't forget it. And then that'll just be I focus on that, and then next thing you know, it's a whole poem. Also, I write for people like if they have somebody passed away in their family, so I would ask them to express themselves as raw as possible to me. And what I do is I put it in the poetry form, and I express they feelings in the poetry form like that. But usually it just comes to me. It's easy. You could tell me right now, Faith, I need a poem about the sky being blue. I have a poem for you in a half an hour. about the sky being blue.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing like that. So when you're writing, do you ever challenge yourself?
Honestly, I don't want to sound like I'm too much. It comes naturally, like literally. It's like easy. It's you know how they say when you use your gifts that God gave you, He may wait for you. You know, people like how you write, how you do that. I'm like it's just natural. It's regular. It's like it's no thinking process.
So it's
So that's how I know it's a gift
so
because
it's
it
like
just
divinity. You know what I'm saying? Like you got
yeah
divinity hand. You know what I'm saying? You just
yeah.
like get it popping. You know what I mean?
But if I get sometimes if I get like I ain't gonna say writer's block because I never got that deep that I just couldn't write. But
Mhm.
like say, okay, I'm gonna give you an example. My sister had passed, and it's real hard to write for somebody when you're really going through that pain. Like if you healed, it'd be easier. But while you going through it, it's really hard because you crying while you thinking. Like it's really hard. So it took me a minute to write for her, because I wanted to have something for her funeral, but I wasn't ready. But after the funeral, after a week went by, I was able to let it flow. And when I did that, I just asked God to open my mind, open my heart, and release it. And I just get busy.
Hey, that's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
All right there. Now we're gonna get right into it. What is the feeling you got going on right now with
Oh
publishing your
my
first
God.
book? You know what I
I'm,
mean?
I, you know, um, it dropped on my birthday, so that was the biggest birthday present ever. I was extremely
Wow.
happy. And then with my publisher, she did an excellent job. So I was like in tears. I went through all these emotions holding my book in my hand because I kept prolonging. So I'm gonna write a book. I'm gonna write a book. Everybody, you need to write a book. You need to. And from my sister passing, it encouraged me because she told me make sure. Our last conversation was make sure you write that book. So I used all that pain and hurt, and I pushed it. Like even if I wasn't really like felt like I was ready to publish, I'm like I'm doing it. I'm not looking back. I'm just going to do it. And it was overwhelming. Hold, I just wish she was there. Like I wish she was here to see. But I know she's shining down on me. But
Right.
it was an amazing feeling because I just felt it felt good to accomplish anything that you put your mind to, or you was focused on any goal, and when you achieve it and you see it, it's like, and I'm like, wow, like even down to like the design of the book. I
That's
added the
dope.
words in there like this is my creation, like
Right.
yes, and then
Like,
Takia
yeah.
Diamond, the one that published my book, like I just told her my vision and she brought it to life. So it's like everything she was, so you like this? You sure? I'm like, I love it. Everything, I love it.
Yes. Beautiful job done. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a beautiful book, right?
Hell yeah. Like
She
yo.
did her thing. Yeah,
Yes, definitely.
shout out to Takia Diamond. If
I
y'all
want to
wanna,
see it.
y'all needed somebody to publish our book, that's where you go to. Like she made it so easy. And she also did like a payment plan. I paid in pieces. It wasn't like I like her. He go the whole, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's what's up on that. I've never seen a book like that.
thank
The first
you.
time I was like, wow. Like,
It's like the like the detail of it. Like y'all
yeah,
gotta go grab the book. Those who don't have it, y'all gotta go grab the book. Like
you cop that
everything is
Amazon.
real. Yes. Y'all
Faith
they could go to
Brown.
Amazon. Poetic Emotions by Faith Brown. Copy y'all book. I'm
Word.
gonna be doing book signing as well.
Okay.
Um, I'm getting I ordered my books to come in, so um, I'm looking for like June 1st. I'm thinking like the first day I'm gonna do a pop up shop, but so many of my friends and family that have event space and stuff, they all want me to have this. So I'm gonna be doing a book signing like once a week for a minute.
Hey, that's what's up. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? Congrats on that. You know what I'm
Thank
saying?
you.
Getting it popping, rocking out here. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing to it but just to do it. Word.
Right.
So, so pop us off with one of them poems in that book. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Let's engage with the audience and let them know
Let's see.
how you get busy. Word.
Let's see. Let's see. Um, I want because I write. My poems be long, so I'm trying to find something short and sweet.
It's all
Cause
good.
you'll be here for a minute. Cause I once I start, let me see. Um, let me see. You know what I'm gonna read? Oh, no, this one kind of long. I was going to read Color to Color from all the stuff that we going through, especially that black brother who ran over the cop for killing his son.
Right.
So this would have been good, but it's pretty long. So I'm going to see.
All right.
Let's see.
Yours. You know what I mean?
Um, there's so many good things to choose from, but I'm gonna do. Let's see. Sure, what I want to do. Okay, we could do suicide.
Okay.
All right. I decided to kill myself. Yes, commit suicide. Because this life I live, I wanted to die. So I'm going to say my last goodbyes to those I'm leaving behind. Don't cry now that I'm gone, thinking of all the things you did wrong. I know now you have regrets for the things you did to me before I left. But this is something that had to be done. I'm talking to you all, each one by one. You talked about me, you used me, you hated on me for no reason. All I did was show you love, but it was no pleasing. So because of this long abuse, I have to kill myself just to get rid of you. Stop crying all those fake tears. You know you're glad I'm not there. You just miss all the things I used to give, but I had to kill this life that I lived. But don't worry, I'm in a much better place. I'll leave you with the memories and a picture to see my face. To all my real friends and family that love me dear, don't worry because nothing changed. I will always be there. You can call and I still will be by your side to hold you up and keep our love alive. You will never have to worry about shedding a tear or being alone until God take me out of here and bring me home. I didn't kill myself in the flesh. I killed the part of me that was a mess. The part that came with stress, the part that had to be separated from the rest. The part that came with greed, so you can say I killed them, not me. So to all that have died in my eyes, rest in peace. Suicide.
All right. That's what's up.
Sometimes you gotta kill people off.
Yeah, no doubt. So, what inspired you to write that poem?
Um, Everything that I kind of like been through, and um, how can I say it? You know how people when they get overwhelmed, like, oh, I just don't want to be here. I did the opposite. So I kind of use that like a metaphor, because I'm not gonna kill myself. I'm not gonna stress myself for you and nobody else. Before I do any of that, you gotta go. So that's how I kind of came up with it.
Hey, that's what's up,
Yeah.
man. That was a very nice piece. Though.
Thank you.
Good. Feel like you can give us something else? You
Sure.
know, can you love
You know,
bomb us?
I read all night. Look. Okay, let's see.
Yeah, love bomb us. You know what I
I'll
mean?
give you something like that. Oh, how about all he do is stare?
Okay, there we go.
All he do is stare. He stare my he still my curiosity with his deep stares. My heart beat fast with excitement and fear. I'm so shy, but I'm also a beast. He wouldn't believe the things I want him to do to me. I just need one day, 24 hours of pleasure. I'll make sure no one could measure. I would tease him with my soft touch and my loving kiss, leaving a feeling he will forever miss. When our eyes connect, they lock for seconds long, but the tension is extremely strong. I wonder if he's thinking what I'm thinking, because all he do is stare. When he's in my presence, I need to come up for air. I'm suffocating with lust. I want to make love to him, and I'm not even in love. But I'll take him to ecstasy. He wouldn't be able to handle me exploding, exploring his body, then exploding on his manhood. Damn, I want to say to this man, what's really good? Laughing out loud. I'm too damn chicken. Won't even wink an eye. Not afraid of rejection. I'm just too shy. I would thunderstorm. I would thunderstorm on that. Bump the rain, soaking up the sheets like a hurricane. My tight, wet, warm candy melting on his skin while he massaged my walls deep within. The only thing that separates us is air, but it would never happen because all he do is stare. Yeah, silent.
Right. Okay. I see you be walking down those streets. And like,
Now this was really first the one before because it was an attraction, but all he did was stare, and I'm like, I wish he'd say something to me, like so. That was inspired by somebody that I had a crush on that I felt was attracted to me because all he did was stare. So that's all he did.
what's up? All right.
How about let's see. Um, I got a few in me like that. Oh, let me see, let me see. Oh, we could read this one. Untraumatized. Now, I was inspired from this poem because um, my publisher that and my life coach, she wrote a book called Untraumatized. So I just bought it to support her because I'm like, I ain't traumatized or nothing, So, but I'm going to support my folk. But I like to read. I love, it's not poetry. It's just a book. So I opened it. The first page, I was like hooked, like literally. So after reading, I read it twice actually. Um, I just start writing. Like I was so I don't know. I just start writing. So you can hear it. It's called Untraumatized. That's the name of her book. That's the name of my poem. Okay. I came across this book that opened my eyes. It was called Untraumatized. At first I thought this book wasn't for me, thinking I'm not traumatized. I'm just not where I want to be. But I love to read, so I gave it a try. Just reading the preface, I wanted to cry. It was like my inner child began to speak and said, "This is describing me." I paused for a moment. I felt pain from inside. That very moment, I realized I was traumatized. A small piece of me felt weak for allowing my past trauma to dictate me. I was unaware of its chains holding me back in life. I was making poor decisions, moving left when I should have been moving right. The more I read, the more woke I became. Reading this book helped me release old pain. I'm now able to recognize my triggers and identify a no good, sorry ass ninja. I even came face to face with my own toxic ways. Self sabotage could have been my middle name. I'm guilty of dimming my own light, not loving on myself right, putting everyone's needs before my own, accepting the bare minimum, afraid of being alone. It also exposed the toxic relationships I was attracting. It explained why trauma bonding kept happening. It also revealed narcissistic people. Now I understand why each new relationship felt like a sequel. Being untraumatized became my goal. It freed my mind and helped heal my soul. I love me some me, and I'm absolutely hooked. If you ever been hurt by family, friends, or a lover, go grab this book. I really wouldn't be surprised if you too need to be untraumatized. So.
All right, that's what's up. Hold on.
Yeah,
So
so I wanted to give her flowers as well, and
yeah,
it was very inspiring.
oh, that's what's up. That's dope right there. Hold on.
Yeah, and this is her book, guys. Like I even got it in there so they could go get it.
That's what's up.
Also, we supposed to sew into each other.
That's right. That's
That's
right.
how it go.
That's how it's supposed to go.
You don't supposed to use people. You're supposed to utilize each other.
That's
That's
right.
what we're here for. You pour
Each,
into me, I pour into you.
that's right. Each
That's
one
how it
teaching.
goes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
You gotta do it like that. You know what I mean? But yeah, so what's a lot of things you got going on in the cut? Let everybody know about Faith Brown.
Oh Lord, I have so much because I haven't been doing the podcast lately, but that's my next goal. Is just I've been focusing on my book, so we want to get this book out there. Everybody doing great with the sales. I appreciate everybody that order online. I love y'all. You're one of them. Thank you, King, for your support and
Welcome
also
y'all,
for
G.
having me on your show. You
Appreciate
know
it.
how we do.
That's right.
Um, I'm very honored that you have me once again
Hey, I'm glad that you came through.
pouring
You know,
into
since our
me.
poetry corner days, you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
We always
what?
been fly with it. You know what I mean? Word.
Yes. We had a little poem we did together.
I can't
We was
remember the
off the
name of
hook.
that. I can't remember the name of that poem though. You know what I'm saying? But I got
Yeah, we was off the hook.
yeah, we was.
We was off the
You,
hook.
you had me going to a different chamber. You know what I mean? With my poetry, you know what I'm saying? I had to tap back in. You know what I mean? Because you
You
know,
went there, I just followed suit.
huh?
You went first. You forgot you went first.
Yeah, you know what? You're right.
And I followed suit. Yeah.
You did a great
But
job too.
so basically right now, um I'm focusing on my book, planning book signings. I'm gonna do it in Philly. I'm gonna do it in Jersey. I got family in Georgia. I'm gonna do it down there.
Okay.
And then I'm on my next project. I'm gonna do an autobiography of myself, of
Okay.
me. And then after that, I'm gonna do an erotic book because I have a lot of erotic poems. It's like two or three in here. But like the real off the chain ones, I had it in there. I took it out because I got like two first cousins that's pastors, and they, they gonna buy my book, and
Yeah.
I don't want to be like, damn, Cuddy, like So if it's an erotic book, they know what they getting themselves into if they go
Facts.
purchase.
Facts.
So I didn't want the book to be too graphic, so I left it out. But I'm gonna do that, and I also want to do children books.
Okay.
Um, the children books I want to focus on bullying. When the girl transitioning, getting her monthly. Even when it's time when she's being pressured about sex, I want to go there. Like these kids got to be educated early on it, but in a age appropriate way, of course. And it's
Facts.
gonna be in a poetry form.
Yeah, that's what's up.
All my books, even my autobiography, gonna be in a poetry form
Yeah.
from start to
That's
finish.
great. That's great. There's great
Yeah.
news going out there right now. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
an author now.
Yeah, Faith Brown, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So is
Yes.
there any advice like you would give others starting out in poetry or even trying to publish their first book? You know what I'm saying? Just trying to give somebody
Yes.
you.
You know what? 'Cause I always kept asking people that have written books, like, what's the first step? Like, oh, do it yourself. It come out cheap. But if you don't know anything, it's how I'm gonna do it myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what kind of prolonged it. So I say if you got it, I don't care if it's not poetry. If you do want to write a book or whatever, do it. You
Mhm.
just write it and send it and let them publish it, and they do all the editing and promotions and all that stuff like that. But I say just do it. You're gonna be proud of yourself, you're gonna be happy. Don't be afraid, because I was afraid too, like family and friends will tell you, oh, you dope, you dope, you dope. And because we seen it, people go on American Idol, like, why would they family let them go up there, So that
Yeah.
held me back too. Like, what if they just saying I'm dope because they love me, That was
Yeah.
my own insecurities, and I say do it, go do it. It's not hard. Just the first thing is to write it. Once you finish writing it, that's the hardest part, is writing it, because everything else is easy.
You're right.
All I did was give up my money. I didn't do nothing else. I liked
That's
it.
dope. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad
And
you
look,
had.
look at the detail of this book, guys. Like, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. It expresses me. It like represents me. Like, especially the cover.
Yeah, you do have a colorful personality though. I will say.
Yes, exactly. And I'm all over the place. Like, I could touch base on anything. And yeah, this was me. Yeah, this is definitely me.
Yeah,
So I
I'm
love it, guys.
glad
So
you yeah.
if you're a writer and you don't know the steps, you can inbox me, and or you go straight to the source, to Kia Diamond. When I say I recommend her, because of her professionalism, her expertise, and she go all out for you. She put her foot in it, like, and I'm extremely happy. I'm extremely happy, and I'm an Aries. I'm hard to please. I'm extremely happy. Yes.
Oh, you went there, huh?
Yeah, it's true, because I'm not saying like it's hard. Like, it's just that we like perfection. We want it our way, so that's why we do everything. I do it because you don't know what you're doing. We to ask you, could you help us? Never mind, I do it. Because we feel like we do it best. So basically, I couldn't do it better myself. I
Yeah,
couldn't. Yeah.
that's what's up, though. It's a whole big experience going on right there.
Yeah, I'm so happy. I'm not going. I'm so happy. I'm still like I can't. I had to go to the car and get it. Have it in the car with me. I could just be driving. I look at it. Like, I'm really proud of myself. I'm really
Proud of
happy.
you too. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Finally got it accomplished. You know what I mean?
Yes.
No more waiting in the window.
And now I'm ready to go ham.
I,
I'm telling her, I was like, I'm about to start writing for my autobiography, and she was like, let's get this out the way, okay? I was like, I'm ready.
that's
Like,
what's
I'm
up.
ready to write. I'm
Get
very
busy,
happy.
get busy. You know what I mean? So I have one more question on my mind. I just can't remember. So what what type of incentive writing wise would you give new beginners of poetry or people who already write poetry but kind of feel timid about expressing themselves, like from the
Yeah, like
woman's
me.
point of view, like what would you give out there, and also to the men out there, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I say just be your authentic self. And like I was telling you, how kind of shy about my erotic poems and when I talk a little freaky, because I am a freak, but that I'm a freak in the bedroom. It's not for everybody. So when I'm like, oh my God, I'm exposing that, how I get busy. But it's life. Making love is a part of life. Sex is an art. You know, I feel like I mastered it, of course. So I talk my shit. Um, I say just express yourself. Be yourself. Do you. Don't be afraid. Because I messed up a big opportunity. I don't know if you know LaShawn Daniels. He wrote for Beyonce. He wrote for Destiny's Child, Lady Gaga, Prince, Michael Jackson. So this was like my 12-year-old church boyfriend. That was my church. I got baptized. His dad baptized me, whatever. So we was real tight as kids growing up, and then he became big time, and he called me from his sister's wedding, and he was like, "Why you not here?" I said, well, "I ain't get an invite." Like, "Well, you family, we talking." He's like, "Yeah, well, yeah." I said that because my aunt Crystal was over there. She's like, she told me that you right. He was like, let's get together. He was like, take my number, and we're gonna do business together. We're gonna do a song, and I was like, okay. I never reached out. I was so intimidated.
Wow.
I was so intimidated. Like, come on, he wrote for Michael Jackson. Now I knew him for years. We sat there, we was kids, so it wasn't no real boyfriend girlfriend. We
Right.
just called each other boyfriend girlfriend, like. But we was family overall, and I was like, but still, he was just big time, and I'm like, I was afraid. I let my insecurities. I felt like I wasn't good enough, and I didn't reach out. And then he passed away like
Mm.
a year later in a bad car accident. So I was living with regret and
Yeah.
everything. Like, wow, my fears held me back bad.
Right.
Yeah. So fear nothing but God.
Yeah.
Y'all hear that?
You have to take advantage of situations and
Yeah.
windows of
Opportunities.
opportunity to
Yes.
express themselves to you. You know what I mean? That come
Yeah.
forth. Can't hold back in life. You know what I'm saying? Got to
Yeah.
be a straight shooter, go getter. You know what I mean?
Right.
You get this, go get that. Yep, make it what you want it. You know what I mean?
And you can't be afraid of failing. You got to be. You can't really fail unless you don't try. If you don't even try, you fail. You guaranteed to fail.
If you fail, you come
Yeah.
back stronger. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Strengthen
And that
yourself.
was a fear too. Like, what if my book flop? What if nobody like it? So when my book came, I read the whole book. Like, I didn't write it. I was acting like I was somebody else reading it. I was
Yeah.
like, yo, you dope for real.
Hey, that's self confidence. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
was like, you really talented, sis.
hey, like I
Like
said,
I was
I'm
talking
proud
to
of you.
somebody
Man.
else.
Very proud of you. So,
Yeah.
how about hitting us off with another poem? You know what I mean? Like,
Sure, sure, sure,
yeah,
sure.
pop
Um,
off on that.
Let me see if I can. Let's see. You know what I was gonna say? Um, let me see. I have one poem in here that's not even that I wrote that was a different style from what I usually do. It don't rhyme at all, but it's
That's cool.
poetry.
Yeah,
I read that one.
yeah, hit us off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's different from my followers. They used to everything rhyming.
Yeah, same
Yeah, this
here.
this don't rhyme at all. Let's
Hey,
see.
that's what's up.
And it's a message. It's a message. It's called. That's to these. That's to these men out here. Okay, not the good men. You know them men. The men that the women talk about behind your back. The men. Okay, so it's called "Don't Lose Your Rose." This is what. Excuse me, I. There was this beautiful rose. She smelled like the heavens and she looked like an angel. Her gardener kept the sun shining on her petals. He made sure he watered her. That was the only way their love grew. Over time, the gardener wasn't watering his rose like he used to. He started growing daisies and lilies and tulips. He even grew dead weeds. Now, Rose had to share her water and sun with these new flowers. The other flowers didn't mind sharing, as long as they had what they needed to survive. This hurt Rose very much because she loved her gardener. She never thought he would have to. She never. I'm sorry. She never thought she would have to compete with flowers. She could understand if it was another rose, but it went from bad to worse. The flowers was blocking her sun, and after a while, he forgot to water her altogether. But a rose is still a rose. So she stood with her petals held high, praying he would remember how to treat her. One day, another gardener noticed Rose. Wow, you're very beautiful. I can't stop looking at you. And you smell like the heavens. The rose replied, thank you. But I have a gardener. Oh, I'm not trying to pluck you. I just think you're amazing. But I see you haven't had sun or water for a while. I'm a real gardener, so I know when a rose not getting the proper care. And yet you still stand planted here. He is a lucky gardener. Any other flower, any other flower would have left. But you're a rose. So I understand and admire your strength. The next day the gardener walked by again. Hello, Rose. I couldn't stop thinking about you. I was worried that with no water or sunlight you might die. I'm not trying to be your gardener, but if you don't mind, I like to move you closer to the sun and water you. That's all. Until your gardener comes to his senses. I just want to make sure you're okay. Thank you. I appreciate it, said Rose. The gardener came to make sure Rose was okay every day. Rose Rose Gardner still hadn't noticed any change in her. She no longer fought for his attention, sun, or his water. She was growing just fine without him. One day Rose Gardner woke up and said, I have a rose, and I haven't been much of a gardener to her. I was tied up with the other flowers, but they can't stand next to Rose. Let me go water her. But when he got there, Rose was gone. He asked the other flowers, have y'all seen Rose? Daisy spoke up. She must left during the storm yesterday. You forgot to cover her. Maybe the other gardener saw her. That's who has been watering her while you watered us. The gardener ran to the other gardener's garden. You plucked my rose. No, I didn't. I watered her. I moved her closer to the sun. I just treated her like she deserved, like a rose. Last night I went to cover her from the storm, but she was gone. When I came back home, I almost was heartbroken. But when but she was in my garden safe and warm. I didn't pluck her. She uprooted herself. She belongs to me now, he replied. But look at your garden. It's empty. You only have Rose, laughing out loud. I got rid of the other flowers the day I met Rose. I knew I had to make room for her. And no, your garden is empty because you have no rose. You can have daisy, lily, tulips, and the carnations. I only want and need rose. Now, get out my garden. You're blocking her sun. So do you get it? Look.
That's what's up. Nice poem. I love that. I love
So
that.
basically, it's really a man neglecting his woman.
Yeah.
And, she's trying to hold on and being the woman that she is, and conservative, and somebody else start nurturing her, and it's a wrap after that.
You already know.
Yeah.
I love the way that you have diversity with your poetry and the way you present it out there. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
That's fly.
That was a different piece. I said when people read them, like, it's just the only one that don't rhyme. I like to
Yeah,
switch it up.
yeah, a lot of times things don't have to rhyme. You know what I'm saying? You can just have a cadence and a flow with everything. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So, I mean, I took that approach a few years ago because
Okay.
I heard, roommate that all I ever do is rhyme. You know what I mean?
Oh,
And
you're a Leo, so you got to show
so
them
I wrote a book.
I could do anything.
I wrote a book. I wrote one book where nothing rhymed in it. You know what I mean? So I just it was a cadence and flow, a bop. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So sometimes you just gotta pop out and show. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
show
But
and prove.
it is
Yeah.
what it is, though. But I did it for myself anyway because I was already feeling the things that I was doing. So
Yeah.
just took it there. You know what I mean? But like I said, I'm very, very proud of you. Like I said,
Thank you.
you can be an inspiration to other people out there to finally
I
complete
hope
their
so.
project.
Yeah, this book, honestly, it definitely will touch a different variety of people. It's heartbreak in there. It's sexual assault in there. One of my poems is called "To My Abuser." I really wrote a poem to my abuser.
Right.
Um, my cousin, how can I say? No, that's my sister's son. She liked my sister. We grew up like sisters. Her son was murdered. I wrote a poem in there that's really for him. It's called "To My Killer."
Yeah.
I wrote to our black brothers about killing each other. That's called "Color to Color." You know,
So
yeah, I'm definitely all over the place with it, bringing it.
That's what's up. You bring it in there. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Keeping it alive in
It basically
2025.
could touch
You know what I
any and
mean?
everybody. You know, if you said if a woman is in an abusive relationship,
Yeah.
she's gonna feel this book. If it's a woman that healed from trauma from family hurt,
Yeah.
it's in this book. Love is in this book. God is in this book. Love making is in this book.
Hey, that's what's up.
Go get the book.
Look, how about letting the people know where they can go get the book and how they can get in contact with you through your social media platforms?
Okay, so you guys could go to Amazon and order the book. I will be doing, for those that's in Jersey, I'm gonna be doing my first book signing in Elizabeth, at the pop-up shop June 1st in Elizabeth, New Jersey. You can follow me on Facebook under Faith Brown, and on Instagram is Believe in Faith, and on TikTok is Author Faith Brown. Even though I'm gonna change everything to Author Faith Brown. But yeah, it felt so good to put author in front of my name. I'm so happy. But and anybody, I want any advice or any help, if you want to start your book, hit me up. I'll make sure I connect you guys. I'm gonna put you with the best. Prices is reasonable, and if you my folk, you say you came from me, you could get a payment plan and all that. So reach for the stars.
Yes.
I am. I'm
Hey,
trying.
that's all you can do in life is reach for the
Yeah.
stars and have
Yeah.
and bring down a blessing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and don't think you too old, because I'm 47 years old. Just publishing my book. It's never too late. I say, why wait? But it's never too late.
That's right. Well, here you have it. Poetry's Paradise with author and poet Faith Brown with her first published book. So y'all go out
Yes.
there on Amazon,
Poetic Emotions.
cop that book, show support, some love, and check out on
Yes.
social media. And look, we'll be back very soon. This is your host, J.W. Atterbury, aka King Atterbury. We'll see you next time on Poetry's Paradise.
Bye, guys.